all by myself. Yeah.
What's up YouTube, it's your girl Slim Angel and I'm back with another video. And this video is basically gonna be about my labor and delivery for the first time as a first time mom. You hear the hiccups in the background, that's my baby. He has the hiccups, God bless you. And he sneezes, but yeah, that's my doodle bug. Alright, so basically let's just get into the video. All in all, my labor and delivery was one hell of an experience to remember for the first time. But my delivery date was 12/31. I went in to get induced on 12/27 because I had high blood pressure like a couple days before, like that Thursday before. I don't know what day it was, but that Thursday before I had high blood pressure and I was in the emergency room. So I wound up having to be induced, and that was on the 27th. But I ain't going to labor until the 28th around like 8 o'clock or so. And I'm going to insert some clips in here so you'll see like what I was doing while I was waiting and stuff like that. But while I was waiting, I was doing TikToks with my man. I was chilling. I was just vibing.
Fucking Robitussin. I don't know.
They let me eat because before they started my process, but they let me eat and I only ate. I had tenders and fries, and I probably only ate. They only told me I could eat 2 tenders and a couple fries. Baby, I was starving. But so around on the 27th, around like 8 or 7 or whatever. I don't know. 6, something like that. They had gave me the pill. I forgot what it's called, but it's supposed to, help you induce labor because I was 1 centimeter. Girl, 1 centimeter for the longest. And I wound up having to get another one after 6 hours. So it was like late, like in a wee hours, like 2 or 1 or whatever. And they gave me the second one. It only pushed me to like 2.5 centimeters. Mind you, they be coming check. If you know, you know. If you don't, they be coming check. And you feel like they're trying to dig in your motherfucking heart. Like, but anyways. So boom. The next day, the 28th, I think around like 10 something. They was like, that night, they was like in the morning, around 10 something or whatever they was going to see. If I dilated some more. If not, they was going to, do the little balloon part. Nah, dudes, y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about. For the ladies, they give you your options. If you ever had a baby, they give you, I think it's 3 or 2 options or whatever. I forgot what the first one was. The second one was a balloon and something else. Oh, a suction cup. But I didn't want to do all that, so it was like they're going to do the balloon and see where it go. So she put the balloon in, and y'all, I ain't really feel it because I was off that epidural. You understand? Let me tell you. Once they gave me that epidural, I was pushing that button like every 10 minutes, like they say. I was feeling it, but I didn't think I was feeling it. I'm going to also insert some clips on that too.
It smell like fruit. She took a shot of that Doro.
But I don't think I was loaded, but my boyfriend told me I was loaded. He's like, you just go. Because something smelled like fruits, and he thought I was tripping, but something really smelled like fruits. But, so when they put the balloon in, it's like a long stick. And like, it got 3 balloons at the end, but they're not blown up until they put it in. So they put it inside, vaginally or whatever, common sense. And once they put it inside, they took like little big old syringes and filled them up with water and then blew the balloons up. Mind you, I sat with that for a while. I ain't feel shit, so who knows what the fuck he was doing.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Now, I wasn't even feeling my contractions, to be honest, but them bitches was pumping. So, They came back around like 6. No, they came back around 5 or 4. And they checked, you know, they're like, we're gonna pull it out. Baby, they pulled that thing out. Let me tell you. I was 7 centimeters. So then, you know, once she pulled it out and checked to see, you know, how far it was or whatever, I was 7 centimeters. And she wound up breaking my water bag when her fingers was in there. Now I know it's who did it on purpose, but she broke. I ain't feel. It just was buku water. Like, I pissed on myself, man. Mind you, I had a catheter in, so how the fuck I'm pissed on myself?
Every word you speak is done.
Well, I pissed on myself. This buku water, that's a lot of water. Like, I feel it. You ain't pee on yourself. That's the bag. Okay. I thought we was getting somewhere. I thought I went from 7 to 10 real quick. My duck ass. So I probably sat for like another hour. So that was 6. About 7:40 something, 7:50 something. The doctor came in there and checked to see how far it was. And I was 9 centimeters. It's like, oh, you gonna be ready in a few? I'm like, man, I'm ready now, man. What you trying to do? So she's like, oh, you ready? All right. She was like, come on. They had already set my little delivery table or whatever up. But they was like, come on, we gonna let you test pushing so you can see, you know, how it'll be and how we want you to, you know. So what I did, I pushed. And I wound up pushing myself to 10 fucking centimeters. She was like, oh, well, come on, let's get it done.
Push, mama. Yes, mama. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. Deep breath. And one more time. Push as hard as you can. Push, 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 3, 4, 5, 6.
Like, man, come on, I'm ready. Mind you, I'm gonna insert the clip because my ass, I was pushing like I ain't want to take no breaks. I ain't want to do nothing. I was just like, man, come on, let's get this thing. Mind you, I can't feel shit. Shit.
Go to sleep.
But boom. So I'm pushing. And like, you know, breathing, you know, all that shit. You know, all that. I'm pushing hard as fuck. I got of shit. Excuse my French. I don't know if I can curse. Where's my channel? I do what I want.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
I was pushing. I had my... Before I get to all that, when I was 7 centimeters, my auntie, my boyfriend said, my mama incarcerated, so she couldn't be there. So my boyfriend said he was very supportive. He was there all through the pregnancy, before the pregnancy, and he's still here. But he was in the room. My auntie and my 2 cousins wound up coming. One of my cousins is grown. One of them is like 15, you know, 16. But all of them was in there while I was pushing and before I started pushing, because like I said, they was checking. But my little cousin, he went on the other side where the baby thing at. If you been to tour, you know, the baby, where they, you know, do the ponds and all that, is on the other side from where your side, where your bed is on the other side where they measure them and stuff. But it's still in the room. He went on that side and pulled the curtain while I started pushing. But my auntie and my cousins, it was all right there. You know, see, and probably one of the videos that I insert, you know. And I had boo-cool doctors in there. Boo-cool. But I started pushing or whatever. And I don't know. They was all around me. One was checking my blood pressure, you know, all type of stuff. But I don't know when, but she let me feel his head. Like, his head was like right there, and she was like, you want to feel the head? I'm like, sure, you know, why not? So I put my hand down there. Mind you, I still can't feel any pain, but I felt this head. I'm like, man, come on, he almost out. My duck ass, he was not almost out. That is not how that go. I'm thinking I'm almost done. But I felt, you know, his hair, because as you can see, my dude man got a lot of hair. Look at my dude man. He got a lot of hair. But he popped right on up. Baby, because I was pushing. I pushed my whole fucking cheek. I did that shit. It was easy. Piece of cake. I don't know if I was high, but the epidural, it did what it was supposed to do. I had to lean to the side a couple times, but it did what it was supposed to do. And I had the peanut ball. And so, excuse me, my boyfriend keep interrupting. But so I what was I saying? Yeah, I had to do the peanut butter and stuff too before while I was dilating. But I pushed them out or whatever, and they had laid them on my chest, and I had started getting hot. So my cousin and my auntie started, patting me and with a wet towel and stuff like that. I believe my pressure was something was going down or whatever. But in the midst of them sewing me up, now I didn't tear. But in the inside, I was bleeding. Like, I didn't stop bleeding. They couldn't tell where it was coming from. So I'm losing cool amounts of blood. Like, in not even 5 minutes. I ain't even holding for a good 5 minutes. So I'm losing blood. And the nurse is like, oh, if you feel yourself, about to black out or whatever, let me know. I'm like, nah, I'm good. My duck ass still trying to be a G. I'm good. I don't feel nothing. Da. About 2 minutes after I said that, I had to pass the baby over to my boyfriend. And the nurse was like, I'm like, baby, you want to? He's like, yeah. So I gave him to him. My auntie had went over there by the baby with my boyfriend and the nurse. And my older cousin, she like 22, God bless you. She was still patting me with the towel and was like, it's okay. Just stay calm, being real supportive. I had a real good support system. And they wound up, I was like, I'm going out. Like, I feel myself going out right now. They were still sewing. They was like, if you don't stop bleeding, we're going to have to take you to the ER and cut you because we don't know where it's coming from. Mind y'all, I ain't never had no major surgery. I ain't never, none of this. I don't know how none of this goes. This is my first baby, I think, after I pushed him out, it was good. But he's sewing, but it ain't working. I'm still bleeding. So we got to do it. We got to bring you to the OR. So, boom. They put me down, put my legs down. I'm going to insert the clip of that, too. They put me down, they put the cover back over me, lifted me up in the bed, and then after that, I was rolled on out of there. Mind y'all, I ain't even hold my baby good enough, really get to look at him. Grass. I ain't get to, say, I'm going to see you later, baby. I'm see you later, nothing. I rolled out the room. And the last thing I saw, in the movies, when you see them the people go in the operation room with the big lights and the people looking over them, that's the last thing I saw. They put the mask on me, but it wasn't working. The man, he had the mask way up here. Like, you trying to make my eyes go to sleep, or you trying to make me go to sleep? So, they started putting blood through my IV. And then they wound up shooting something in my hand. And all I remember was after that, I was out, like, I went out, but I was scared as hell. Like, I ain't gonna front you. I ain't gonna hold you. I was scared as hell. Because normally, like on movies or whatever, somebody going out for operation or whatever, they normally don't come out. And like I said, I ain't really get to, say nothing, pray, do nothing. Like, I was just rushed out right after I had them, like 5 minutes after I had them. And I was just scared. Like, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what was happening. And then I was blacking out. I blacked out probably 5 times or whatever before I actually made it to the OR room. And they kept tapping me. Jada, get up. Jada, miss, get up. You can hear me? You with me? And I'm talking, but I'm going back in and out. And when I got in the operation room, she tapped the little scalpel or whatever that they cut me with. And was like, can you still feel this? I was like, yes, I can feel it. I'm not asleep. So that's when they put the thing in my arm, in my hand, like I said, and it burned. I ain't gonna that shit burned like hell. But I was out. I was like, it burned. And I was out. So after that, I wound up waking up. God bless you. God bless you. I wound up waking up, and I was in ICU. No, my people wasn't in there. My auntie and my boyfriend, they was not in there with me when I got out of ICU. I just saw doctors. And the first thing I asked was about my baby. Like, I just had this baby. This is my first baby. Like, I wasn't planning on no surgery. Like, nothing was wrong with me my whole pregnancy. Like, nothing was wrong with the baby. So, where my baby at? I'm out of surgery. I'm ready to get my baby. But I'm out of ICU. They're like, you can't see your baby till after you get out of ICU. Mind you, I had him December December 28th at 8:02. And I went to surgery at like 8:06. So it's December 29th now when I woke up from surgery in ICU. I'm like, where my baby? Da-da-da-da-da. No, I'm lying. It was like late that night on the 28th. I'm like, where my baby? My baby. Boy, it's like you can't see a baby or nothing like that until you get out of ICU. That blew the fuck out of me. And I cried. I ain't gonna lie, I cried. Like, I'm like, man, I can't see my baby. What's wrong with me, Thinking it's my fault, Playing the blame game on myself. And I was like, where my boyfriend? Where auntie? Where's somebody? Like, everybody call your auntie up here. My boyfriend, when I was in surgery, my boyfriend and my TD and them lived with my baby. And he was with the baby. Because my TD wound up coming up there because there's like only one person to come up there. And, only the mama and daddy could stay with the baby, after the baby is born. Nobody really that ain't, the mama or the daddy, So, he had to stay there with the baby. So, my TD came upstairs by me. And, she was telling me about the baby or whatever. And that they rushed me to ICU because I was bleeding. And in the midst of that, the doctors came, mind you, I had just got up from surgery. The nurses, 2 nurses that was in the room when I went to surgery and was also in my room when I had the baby, because like I said, I had buku doctors, y'all see on the video. They came and it was like, so you had a major surgery, and we had to remove your uterus. Now, mind you, I'm still gone. I'm not really here because I just came through a major surgery. But there's like, we had to remove your uterus. You had to, I forgot what it's called. Fuck, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, you had to have a hysterectomy because you didn't stop bleeding. Your uterus will not go down. You know how it swell up or whatever, it wouldn't go down. We gave you all the medication, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yes, but mind y'all, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that shit is. And they're like, you're not going to be able to have no more kids. Mind you, like I said, this is my first child. I ain't have no problems. So I was confused, and I was just like, but I was so out of it, I went back to sleep. Like, after they left, I literally went back to sleep. Mind y'all, I couldn't really lay all the way down. Like, I was in the bed, how they sit y'all up or whatever. I was like that. And I had been cut, and I had like this little wax sticker on my stomach where my cut was, so I couldn't see it. And like I said, I didn't tear from my vagina, I tore from the inside. So I ain't had no stitches. Like, I could, use it or whatever, but they still had a catheter on me because I couldn't get up and walk on my own. So once I woke up, it was that late in the booty hours again. And my T, she's like, did you understand what the ladies are saying? I'm like, yeah, but I don't really. And then she explained it again. She's like, you can't have children. They took out your uterus. I'm like, okay, damn, that's tough. But like I said, I couldn't really focus on it because I was dreaming about my baby. I asked her, where's my baby? And me and my boyfriend been together. So I'm like, this is the longest me and him been apart. She's like, I'm going to go see what I could do with the nurse. And I guess she had said, she had told the nurse, that's what I said. And the nurse was like, oh, that's cute. So, he can't come up there. Like, it can't be 2 people, it got to be 1. So, he came. She let him come up there and see me. And I'm 20, so it's like, it's young. I'm young, and all this happening to me. So, he came up there. And I had gave him a hug. Mind you, I was crying. Like, when they said I couldn't have no kids, I was crying. When he came up there, I was crying. He just really wanted to see me. During my surgery, he was having a hard time. He didn't know what happened. He told me they had walked in there with buku blood on their shoes. Talking about, they don't really know what else to do. All they can really do is take out my uterus or I could die. And I thank God for that because I'm still here today, and I could be with my baby and my man and my family. But they let him come in there. He had fed the baby and stuff, before he came out there and stuff. So the baby was in the nursery, and my TD was still in the room. But my cousins and them had went home like a little bit after the surgery. Once my auntie had came. that they had left. Because, you know, they ain't want to sit there. They couldn't be with me. They could have been with him and the baby, but, you know. So, once he came out there, I was so happy. Well, I wasn't really happy, but it was like a relief, you know. And I still was crying. I was crying. I had a hard time. I couldn't really eat. I was drinking and stuff. So, yeah. And then, probably the next day, he stayed that night. Him and my TD, they was both up in there that night. They slept. All this is the 28th. They slept. He slept so he could get some sleep because he had been with the baby. But they had slept. And then the 29th, that's the day I wound up going to my room. But I didn't go until like 3 or something to really be able to see my baby. And my boyfriend went downstairs first so he could already had a baby in there. And my cousin them had came back up there with my granddearest. That's another word for grandma if you don't know. And one of my other cousins. So they was all up there. And my dearest was up there. They had brought McDonald's. But before I went up there, I didn't think I was going to go down. I mean, before I went downstairs to my room where I could have my baby, I didn't think I was going to be able to go because it kept taking all day. Like, since from the moment I woke up, I'm like, can I have my baby when I'm going downstairs? Like, I feel okay. When can I go? You know, they were trying to make sure my blood count was good or whatever. I was like, you know, can I go downstairs? Like, I'm ready for my baby. Like, I don't need to be up here no more. I'm up. I'm good. Like, mind you, I don't know what the fuck going on with my body, but I'm ready to see my damn baby. Like, if you know, you know. Like, he just been in my stomach. But I went downstairs. I was so happy. I'm going to insert some pictures. He was all in my face. Like, he knew who I was and everything. I was just so excited. And I had I had about 6 people in my room. With me with my little doodle bug. With my doodle bug. And, like, it was just a support. Like, it was mad. I had a lot of support. And I'm so thankful for that. And every day since then, I still couldn't get up and move. They ain't take the catheter out until I got to my second room, which was later that day. They ain't take the catheter out till the next day, which was probably the 30th. No, they took it out on 29th. And I got up. I was getting up, going to the bathroom. No, I'm lying. They took it out the 30th, that early that morning. No, they took it out the 29th. And yeah, my auntie wound up leaving. It was me and my boyfriend and the baby. Then we moved to our second room. And we was just chilling. I was happy, taking pictures. I'm doing all type of stuff. I had called some people because I didn't have my phone for when I was giving birth to even after all in ICU. I didn't have my phone. My TD and my boyfriend had it. So if anybody called me, they was talking to them. And yeah, like I said, we went to the second room. Then the next day, all the way, I didn't leave the hospital. I was in the hospital for 6 days. I didn't leave the hospital till the 31st, New Year's Eve, that evening or whatever. But my nanny came, my god sisters them came, my daddy came, my little brother came, Miss Rachel came, my nanny came again, my TD came again. And then if they didn't come, they was on the phone with me. Like, my support system was A1, I think. My whole support system, including my man. Like, and I had some bad days or whatever. Like, I'm still having my bad days. But I had, like, every day, I'll probably cry every time, you know, because they'll come in my room. Like, some of my nurses, they follow me to every room, like, just to make sure I was okay and just to give me condolences because it's my first child. I can't have no more. Nobody expected me or my insides to take that turn. Like, it was a lot, and they knew it was a lot, but it was I'm still emotional about it, but I'm kind of like, getting better with not crying and talking about it and letting it be, what it is, because I can't change it. Like, I still have my eggs or whatever, so somebody can have a baby for me, but I can't. But it is what it is, and I still have my cervix, but what the fuck good does that do with no fucking uterus? But we are 4 weeks. Every Wednesday we make a week, but we are 4 weeks out of the hospital. Today is a Thursday, so yesterday we made 4 weeks. I'm doing fine. The wax got taken. The wax, the thing where the cut was, got taken off probably the second week. I could still feel my cut and I could see it, but I can't really like see it. And him doing fine. Him doing fine. Him 9 pounds and 14 ounces. And him make a month on Saturday. Mind y'all, said it's Thursday. But yeah, I'm really thankful. I'm highly blessed because I could have passed away, but I didn't. I'm still here. I'm still in this thing. You understand me? And I'm just excited. Like, I'm down that I can't have no more. There's a lot of people who hold my babies for me right now. I'm not too big on it. Like, I'm just like, I'm good with my boy, but I did want a girl. But maybe, as time go by, I might, But for now, I got my little Tucci Boochie, and I'm happy. I'm happy with my sushi. He look just like his daddy. If you seen his daddy, then you know who he look like. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm blessed in so many ways. But that's my birth experience, and my doctor ain't really, explaining to me what went wrong until I got in my appointment, like at 3 weeks. He see me every week. But he ain't gonna see me again until my 6 weeks, so he could check me, but he ain't see me. And like I said, I don't have stitches on the outside, they're on the inside of me, so they dissolved or whatever, And he'll check when I make 6 weeks, which is in February. But other than that, I'm doing good. Mentally, I have my days, but like I said, I'm progressing, and anybody, postpartum, it takes time, but I'm getting better. But yeah, that's how I know my uterus was and didn't go down, and that was the only thing they did, because my doctor was actually on vacation, but he had to come because, like I said, everything it was going wrong. Like, nothing was working. That was the only option. That or death. I ain't know that. Like, if I would explain y'all this before my doctor told me, before my 3rd week, which was last week, then y'all wouldn't have knew. But that's how I know. Like, the doctors in the hospital didn't really explain why. And I was about to go off. I was about to get my medical records in. But I'm blessed. I got my chubby monster. I'm so precious. I'm so precious, y'all. Say, hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. But that's my story. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do what you do best. But I'm out. Slim Angel out this bitch.
I get to love